This commenter here wants to know if I ever gave any consideration to Gary Johnson and Bill Weld in 2016. Just curious, given Johnson's stance on the legalization of cannabis. And the answer is a firm, definite no fucking chance in hell. First and foremost, as I've stated a bunch of times in the past, I know that the two-party system is not the most ideal system by any stretch of the imagination, but only one of two people have a chance of winning, the Republican or the Democrat. The Libertarian candidate has zero chance of even pulling a state, let alone winning the election. But more to the point, I don't give a shit what Gary Johnson's position on pot was. He was nuttier than an outhouse at an Acorn festival.
Do you think if you were able to get on the debate stage that you could pull even with Trump and Clinton in these polls?
I do. And it wouldn't have anything to do with my debate performance either. It would just be that people would recognize that there's another choice and that there would be an examination of me and Bill Weld as who we are and what we've done, and not based on that. I think I could stand up there for the whole debate and not say anything and emerge as a leader.
He really did that?
It's never happened to me in an interview before, but...
And then, of course, we have, at the moment, the biggest story in the world was the bombing of Aleppo in Syria. The images of the little kids bleeding, sitting in the back of the ambulances. Everybody was talking about Aleppo. And then you had this.
If you were elected, about Aleppo.
About
Aleppo.
And what is Aleppo?
You're kidding.
No.
Aleppo is in Syria. It's the epicenter of the refugee crisis.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Well, with regard to Syria, I do think that it's a mess. I think that the only way that we deal with Syria is to join hands with Russia to diplomatically bring that at an end.
The word Aleppo was on every TV show, in every newspaper, in every magazine. It was everywhere. It was on social media. It was everywhere. And there you had the Libertarian candidate getting asked about Aleppo, and what is Aleppo? If you have the person interviewing you, and I'm not saying this to be mean towards this person, I'm saying this in general about Gary Johnson. If you have the person interviewing you going, "Are you serious?" in the middle of the interview on live TV, that's a problem. That's a legitimate problem, and that's what he did. He was like, "What is Aleppo?" I don't know, only the biggest fucking news story of the time. So no, I couldn't take Gary Johnson seriously just because of his stance on pot. And I don't like the position of, like, Joe Biden, for example. I voted for Joe Biden even though he, as a candidate, still believed that cannabis was an addictive drug that was going to destroy people's lives because he was still a better option. Pot's not the only thing that drives me. And I couldn't smoke enough pot to bring me to vote for Gary Johnson.